Straight on, how can it be more clear than that? Look out in front of you to the twinkling of the lights and dig this formation. Now let me tell you about these dedicated men and women. They have been in different post towns not too far from here. They actually live in that town and maintain and increase their proficiency, because some of these people only do this once a year. So they do a lot of ground school. Then they do a lot of hand flying, that is on the ground, getting in formation with their bodies and going through the various positions and hand signals. Day after day, with their own money for fuel, their own money for maintenance, their own money for the motels, their own money for the meals. Now, if that wasn't enough, if that load was not enough, they also interact with that town that is hosting them. They tell the people from that town, come out, bring your children with you, come on out, sit in our airplanes, take pictures, ask questions, touch the airplanes if you care to, and thereby they are ambassadors to aviation and to the EAA. Look and take a photo opportunity of that. Arrowhead formation. All right, with that overhead now, we're here in the room that we've got a group coming in from the south at about 5 miles out. As these great individuals come in, as exquisite as their formation flying is, when you see them set up for a landing, they're probably going to use runway 927, which is the runway perpendicular to the one in front of you and I, off to our left. And to watch the break to the landing to get as many airplanes safely on the ground and efficiently on the ground as possible is also exquisite. In the case of from your left, yet another formation, left to right, north to south. Can you hear the sound of the engine? Yeah, that's the right engine. T-28, North American trader, to replace the T-6, which will be starring this week because it's the 80th birthday of the T-6 Texans. I'm going to have a T-6 Texan right extravaganza. Through the back of that engine, that comes from a short exhaust fan. No muffler. It had just the sound of raw power. T-28, they made a little less than 2,000 of them. The first one came off the assembly line in '49. And then production rolled starting in 1950. The great and late Bob Hoover was in fact one of the test pilots on the T-28. And it is a pleasure to fly as you enjoy the sounds of that airplane going to your right. Again, look to your left. All right, Walter Beech's creation coming in from your left, the T-34, the one that we talked to you about. It was an airplane that came out on a gamble by Walter Beech. He didn't know that he could get a contract for the airplane, but it certainly paid off. Entered service in 1953. A total of over 1,900 piston-powered models were built, and then another 400 or so, with another crossover from Honda in the opposite direction. We have not only spacing in terms of horizontal spacing, but there is also a buffer between the aircraft's altitude. I'll tell you what about formation flying. People say, well, why do you do it if you're a civilian? You're not in the military. Why would you fly formation? Well, it is another skill, and it's a skill that takes somewhat of a thick skin, because you've got to be able to take criticism when you get back on the ground. But it first starts with a big table and an airport, and even at times model aircraft. After you view the films, the training films, and you talk about it, and you get the line of sight from pilot to pilot, you fly a very wide formation. And as you get comfortable with the sight picture, which is different because as a wingman, you are looking at another airplane, maybe for the first time in your life up close. Flying. Yes, you can go from A to B and enjoy yourself, but what better to get with a group of somewhat speed-orientated aircraft and fly formation cross country or for the $200 hamburger. The Yaks have been joined by a big Douglas Skyraider. That's the diamond position in the lead, going from over the top of us starting the right turn. Now look at the two elements coming in at two different altitudes to your right, and think about the coordination of getting this many aircraft turned around to be able to, oh yeah, and the air bosses are congratulating these teams. Nice job, nice job. That is for sure. What a joy to watch. And tomorrow and through the rest of the week, we've got big Warbird extravaganzas. We've got pyro on the ground. We've got a tribute to the Royal Air Force, April 1st, 1918. T-34s are low, the Beechcraft Trainer Venture. This is powered model, a turboprop as well. Very successful airplane. Now and the box is Air Force with a 800 horsepower engine, and then for the Marine Corps and for the Navy, big 125 horsepower engine with a roaming cockpit that has a suction place in the spot. A big, giant football player sitting in the cockpit looks like a little kid behind the steering wheel of his dad's Ford luxury car. Visibility is great. Big 9-foot propeller, all the horsepower you need. The mark of those, of that right-powered engine with a short stack, typical of what a dragster would have on it if you don't know what short stacks are, void of any muffler system. Just the dust-off aircraft by Douglas, who is guiding in the Red Star. Red Star, the Yaks and the CJs. CJs are from China, the Yaks from Russia. They came to our shores and proved to be very reliable aircraft. They did have aerobatic capabilities. CJ-6. Yes! It was China's first manufacturing foray, and the Chinese pilots actually went from the airplane that's behind us, heading up to the north. They went from that directly into their fighter jets.
If the drifters are still here.
Those aircraft also powered by radial engines, and that's what makes it a favorite of many Warbird pilots in the U.S. They are reasonable, they are reliable, there are more than enough spare parts, and the lowest aircraft turning final, going to our left, will continue to hold the power in. In the case of a tailwheel airplane, he will keep the tail up for great visibility forward and for rudder authority, and touchdown or taxi rapidly way down to the opposite end of the field. As you can see, that clears the way for the second, the third, the fourth airplane to come in, have great visibility, and then as they're landing, again here is our formation flight over the top. This is outstanding choreography and artistry in the sky and discipline. And why do these men and women do it? They do it to honor the spirit of the people that defended our country, the people that built the aircraft, and the people that flew the aircraft in hostile conditions. Look at the space between the aircraft overhead. Equal spacing behind, alongside every one of the formation aircraft. Discipline, discipline, discipline. Pure joy. Okay, eyes low to the left again as we get another group coming in for the break of the landing. Not joining this group today, but visible in the sky tomorrow. I want you to make sure that all of your camera devices, whether they are telephone cameras cell phone cameras or the handheld cameras, because the T-6 group is going to honor the 80th birthday since the first North American T-6 Texan or SNJ or Harvard came off the assembly line at North American in 1938. You might remember them if you were here 5 years ago when they celebrated the tribute that they are making to the aircraft. And again, all of the time that was given for you to be able to enjoy this, to be ambassadors at the towns where they were headquartered, and to fill the skies in those towns with these unique aircraft, to be able to share their education and love of flying with the pilots. The Yaks and the big airplane in the diamond position to the front. It's the desktop airplane known as Sandy. That's a Skyraider. Hard points on the bottom. About a 10-hour endurance and can circle a downed airman and keep the enemy at bay until a helicopter can come in and rescue the downed airman. They did that with endurance and awesome fighter. Airplane still in the Navy inventory as late as the mid-1960s. There was always a statement that went along with the Skyraider that it could carry equal bomb load to a 4-engine B-17.
I saw two of them land.
As the aircraft come in a little bit lower, you may see a stripe from the engine cowling over the top of the wing in a curved fashion. That's not a decoration, that is to hide the oil that's from the right engine. The aircraft has to be refurbished out on the west coast of California during the Vietnam War. They were converted from training machines to very... And as you can see low and to your left, about the 11 o'clock position, the aircraft maneuvering down low. And everybody's aware through a very extensive briefing of where the other element is. Overhead now we have 3 diamond formations in the lone aircraft.